Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Kirty Lindgren, and thank you so much for joining me this morning. I am going to be facilitating healing for you, and thank you for permission for facilitating healing for you today. I want to thank each and every healer that is participating in the 12-hour day of collective healing today on November 3rd, 2020. I want to thank Nicole for hosting the course registration platform on her website. I want to thank Jacqueline and the Spiritual Healing Boutique in Spokane Valley for hosting the Facebook event page. And I, Kirty, am hosting all of the Zoom sessions, so you're going to see my face quite a bit throughout the day. If you registered on Nicole's site, here you are. You're able to attend the live event. Excuse me. And you will receive the replay of each of the sessions that you registered for. So I'm so grateful that you'll have the opportunity to have these healing sessions as long as you need them. And we'll be able to tap into them through theessentialnicole.com. So for recording, ease of recording and ease of replay, we have shut the microphones off for attendees. Excuse me. We would like to ask that you just activate your mouse, look down, and you will see a chat button. If you would like to ask questions of the healer, the participating healer, please go ahead and put a chat note in. And as the day goes on, we will definitely answer those questions. So as I said, my name is Kirty Lindgren. I am a registered nurse by trade, and I am an energy healer specializing mainly in the offerings of theta healing as a practitioner. And then I also use essential oils to facilitate radical forgiveness and clearing outdated beliefs and patterns for our generational, from our generational and ancestral DNA. So today, my offering is going to be connecting us all to source. I do use the generic term source for creator of all that is. If you, you know, I've been raised that God is the name of my higher power, but I also facilitate energy healing sessions for people who have many beliefs and a name for higher power. So I'm just going to use the generic source, creator of all that is today. I'm going to be walking you through the process of cleansing and clearing your energy fields to prepare you for this full day of healing. And then once cleansed and cleared, we are going to all together facilitate a healing for the entire planet. And I'm going to walk you through the process of that. So, you know, right now, being able to offer healing and understanding how to offer healing in a really amazing way, I'm getting chills just talking about it, you know, for others it is just really incredible. I feel so blessed to be able to facilitate and walk you through this process today so that we can all do it together. And then as time allows, I have a couple of options for additional healing that we're going to do for individuals towards the end of the session. So we will go until 6:55 this morning. And so you'll have the opportunity as well if you'd like to ask some questions near the end. And again, you can put those in the chat and I'll answer the questions at the end. And I apologize, it's early and I'm just clearing as well. All right, so what I'd like you to do is close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. It does help me to go ahead and put my hand over my heart so I can just imagine centering myself in my heart space. So I want you to imagine yourself inside a ball of energy inside of your heart. And I want to have you imagine or intend, if you have trouble visualizing, just imagine or intend that this ball with you in it goes down and out through the bottoms of your feet, deep down into the earth. You can roll around in that beautiful earth energy, Mother Gaia energy. And then imagine that ball with you inside it, coming back up through the bottoms of your feet. Up, 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 all the way to the top of your head. Now that ball of energy with you inside it is sitting right at the top of your head. And what I'd like you to imagine, visualize, or intend is inside that ball going up above your head, up above the earth, up above our universe, through white lights, dark spaces, white lights, dark spaces, white lights, dark spaces. You'll see a big ball of rainbow colored energy. You can pass through this. These are the laws of the universe. Pass through, head back out, through the white lights, through the dark spaces. And up above you, you see a pink cloud. This is the law of compassion. I want you to head straight for that pink cloud. And as you pass through the law of compassion, a door opens above your head and you enter into the seventh plane of existence. This is the space of all that is. It's the bluish pearl white light essence. This is what you should visualize, intend, or see all around you. And this literally is the energy of all that is. So imagine this ball of energy that you've been traveling in fading away. And here you are. What this energy feels like to me at the seventh plane of existence is calm. It's unconditionally loving. It's forgiving. And it's compassionate. This may be the first time that you're actually feeling this energy or knowing that what this energy feels like. Because I'm sure you've felt this energy many times before, but actually going there intentionally in a meditative state and feeling that energy. So I want you to just take a moment to sit in it. Imagine yourself maybe touching it and feeling it pass into your body. I'm going to ask Source, creator of all that is, to download, with your permission, additional unconditional love, forgiveness, and compassion into all of your being for your highest and best and in the highest and best way. It is done, it is done, it is done. What I'd like you to imagine now, visualize, or intend is that this pearlescent light from the seventh plane of existence is entering your physical field through the top of your head, the crown of your head. You can actually visualize, and sometimes I do, almost as if someone is pouring this light into you from a large pitcher. And just watch, attend, or visualize that this energy This healing white energy, pearlescent light energy, is filling your entire physical being. Every cell in your body is receiving this healing light. If you choose, you can imagine that every organ in your body is receiving this healing light. As you imagine, intend, or visualize your physical body on this earth plane being filled with this healing light, now imagine this energy growing around you, above your head and outside of your body, about 12 inches or 1 foot. Below your feet, outside of the skin. Now imagine that it's growing out to 6 feet outside of your body. 6 feet above you, 6 feet all around you. And imagine this beautiful healing light 6 feet below your feet. Imagine being encased. Imagine, visualize or intend that you're encased in this, fully in this beautiful healing white light. Remember to take some deep breaths. If you've got water nearby, you might want to drink some water. And if you feel tears flowing, go ahead and allow them to flow. So, in this time where we are on social media, where we may be watching the news, or spending time with family members, or on the phone, or on some type of FaceTime or Zoom chat like this with family members and friends, we exchange energy. And sometimes these energies can cross over into our own field. And sometimes it can feel very negative. I know for me, where I feel it, most, most of the time, when this happens, I'll feel it right in my, in my solar plexus. They're kind of between my diaphragm and my belly button. And sometimes people will say, "Oh, that was my gut or my intuition I felt." Oh, I feel that in the pit of my stomach. You may have been feeling that a lot recently. And so, what I'm going to ask Source to do is go ahead and clear these negative energies that do not belong to you. Clear them from your physical being, clear them from your energy fields, clear them from your energy centers. You may know them as chakras. We're going to go ahead and have all of that negative energy that doesn't belong to you, that's crossed over into your field. We're going to have that removed from your being, from my being as well. And we're going to go ahead and have that sent to God's light. It is done, it is done, it is done. And we're going to go ahead and ask Source, creator of all that is, now to add some extra energy to your physical body and to your energy field, to just seal those cracks with unconditional love. Seal any of those spaces where that energy, that negative energy that didn't belong to you, was removed. And just seal you up and protect you. So what you may find is that you feel like it's more quiet in your head. It may feel more quiet in your energy field. So what I'd like you to do is just sit in this feeling for a few moments. You may hear only your thoughts, or you may hear no thoughts at all and no noise at all, which can feel really unusual right now, but can feel like a relief. So place your hand over your heart. Remember that the quiet does not mean that you're alone, because remember, we're connected right now to all that is. We're connected to Source, creator of all that is. So I'm just going to have Source download some extra unconditional love into your physical being and your energy fields for your highest and best, and in the highest and best way. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you. So I'm excited about this next step because what we're actually going to do together is we are going to facilitate a healing for every being on planet Earth. And it's okay. That may sound overwhelming, but I'm gonna guide you through the process as Source is helping me guide you through this. Okay. Let me just get a drink of water here. You may need some too. So what I'd like to have you visualize is you sitting inside of your home, not just the room that you're in, but the actual home, any animals that are in your home, any people that are in your home. I want you to visualize, intend, or ask that that beautiful healing white energy that is inside of your physical field and your energy fields, remember, 6 feet out, be expanded now. And sometimes it helps me to take a deep breath and just expand that light, just visualize it filling your home and all of the people or animals inside of your home. So if you live in a duplex, expand out, expand that energy out into the entire duplex. If you live in an apartment complex, expand that healing light out into the entire apartment complex and just imagine or intend or visualize that this light is expanding out to every being inside this building for the highest and best of all and in the highest and best way. It's done, it is done, it is done. Now I want you to imagine expanding, again, imagine, visualize, intend, expanding this healing light out into your entire neighborhood. Every being, every person, every animal in your neighborhood, just expand that light out. And again, sometimes it helps me to just take a deep breath. Feel the energy expanding out into my neighborhood. We ask that this energy extend 12 miles above your neighborhood, 12 miles deep into the earth. We send these healing energies deep into the earth, 12 miles. below your neighborhood, for the highest and best of all, and in the highest and best way. It is done, it is done, it is done. Now, I want you to visualize, intend, or imagine that you're expanding this energy now outside of your neighborhood into your entire city or town and every being inside your town or city. Again, it may help you to just take a nice deep breath and just feel that light, healing energy expand out all the way out to the edges of your city or your town. To every being inside your city or town. Visualize 12 miles above your town, 12 miles deep, 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 deep into the earth below your city or town. For the highest and best of all, and in the highest and best way, it is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you. Now, in your mind, what I'd like you to do, and it may help you to put your hand over your heart, I'd like you to call up a picture of the state or province in which you live. Make sure you have that really strong visual. You may have a body of water that extends out the coast, or maybe a lake. There may be islands in your state. So I want you to visualize all of that. Now, what I'd like you to do is take a nice deep breath and expand those healing light energies out all the way into your state. Everything that is named your state. And you can say this: Source, I expand my energies, this healing energy of yours, out into my entire state of all of the people inside of your state, all of the animals, all of the beings inside of your state. Imagine surrounding your beautiful state 12 miles above and 12 miles deep into the beautiful earth your state exists on. Bless the land and the air. For the highest and best of all, and in the highest and best way, it is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you. Now, what I'd like you to do, and again, it may help to put your hand over your heart. I know it does for me. Just remember to breathe. This is some fun work that Source is having us facilitate. Smile, feel joyful. You may feel a bit sad. There may be some grief, right? There's a lot of emotions going on in our state, in our cities, our country right now, in the world. So you may feel some of that. Just remember that what we are sending is beautiful healing light. God, source, creator of all that is light and healing to everyone. So right now, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to visualize the map of the country in which you live. Your country may be surrounded in places by water. Your country may have islands, so remember that. And your country may also have territories around the world that are given the name of your country. So an example of that, when I'm visualizing the United States of America in which I live, I'm also visualizing Hawaii, I'm visualizing Alaska, I'm visualizing Puerto Rico, I'm visualizing the US Virgin Islands, and I'm visualizing Guam, and other US territories that are given the name of a US territory. Okay? So, whatever country you are in, I just want you to visualize that map in your head, bodies of water. And I want you to take a nice deep breath, and I want you to expand that healing white energy out into all of your country. 12 miles out from the coastline, 12 miles above you, and 12 miles deep into the earth, into the land below you. You can imagine it as a sphere, a circle of healing light energy around your entire country. And again, if you're having trouble visualizing this, just intend, ask Source, Creator, God, and this will happen. It is done for the highest and best of all and in the highest and best way. Thank you. Now, what I'd like you to imagine are the neighboring countries. So if you are in Canada, obviously that's the United States of America. For us in the USA, it would be Canada and Mexico, and on, right? So if you're in Europe, you may have countries, multiple countries bordering your country. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to get a map visualization in your head of the neighboring countries to your country. And I'd like you to take a nice deep breath and expand that healing light energy into the neighboring country to the north of you. Every being in that country and the neighboring country to the south of you. Every being in that country. And maybe all the countries to the east and west of you as well. Expand that healing light energy out into those neighboring countries. 12 miles above your countries, your neighboring countries, 12 miles deep, 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 deep into the earth of the neighboring countries. 12 miles out from the coastlines of these neighboring countries. And again, if you're having trouble visualizing this, just intend it, ask that it be through Source for the highest and best of all, and in the highest and best way. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you. Now, what I'd like you to do is I would like you to call up a picture in your mind of our beautiful Mother Earth, beautiful planet Earth. You can visualize her from the top to the bottom, the side on which you live, all of her at one time. And taking a deep breath, I want you to expand and visualize this healing light energy being expanded out to cover all of planet Earth. It helps me to visualize almost as if this light are arms extending from my being, and I'm hugging the planet. Visualize this healing light extending 12 miles up above beautiful planet Earth and deep, 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 deep into the core of planet Earth. Imagine this healing light extended out into every corner of Earth, all beings, all animals, all humans, all beings, for the highest and best of all, and in the highest and best way. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you. So take a moment to rest. Take a moment again to feel that connection to all that is. And the amazing work of facilitating healing for the collective today. And because you have this recording, you can come back to this anytime you feel like you want to receive healing light energy into your energy field, your physical body, all of your cells from source, and to be guided to facilitating healing for the collective. So let's bring you back just into your energy field and back to your physical space and back to 6 feet out from you, and just imagining, visualizing, or intending that healing white light from source expanded all out 6 feet out from you in all directions. Just going to have source go ahead and download some additional unconditional love into this space as well, for your highest and best and in the highest and best way. It is done, it is done, it is done. So what we're going to do now is I want you to imagine a person in your life who is experiencing a health crisis. And I want to explain this. This may be someone who has an active diagnosis for which they are treating. This may be someone who is concerned about a future diagnosis and is going to be getting testing or is in the process of testing and is waiting to hear the news, hear the results, but it just isn't feeling quite right and is concerned. This may be someone you know who is going to be going in for surgery. This person may be a friend, a family member, or this person may be yourself. As time allows, we're going to do this for one person, but again, you'll have the replay so you can use this technique through source in the future. If time allows, we will do this for another person as well. But right now, I want you to visualize this person in your mind, this family, this friend, or yourself. You may become quite emotional. Tears may flow. You may feel just the pain in your heart of not knowing what to do. And so what I'd like to do is I'd like to guide you through a technique that Source has guided me through for myself and for many people, which gives us a sense of being able to offer healing with the person's permission. So if the person you're visualizing is yourself, you've given yourself permission to ask for and receive healing. If you haven't yet, go ahead and give yourself permission to ask for and receive healing. If the person is a friend or family member, let's imagine that they are sitting with you at the 7th plane of existence. So what we're going to do is we're going to offer this healing from the 7th plane of existence through Source, God, Creator, again, whatever name you use for your higher power. And we're going to leave it there, okay? So we don't have permission right now to facilitate a healing on another person besides ourselves. But what we can do, a couple of things. You could let your friend or family member know that you were in a healing session today and you prayed for them and that they would receive healing, and that if they would like to receive the healing, that they can pray for the healing and pray to receive it. In some cases, I'll let people know, I left you a healing with Source, with your higher power. And if you'd like it, you can pray for it. Or you can just say, yes, I give permission for Source to facilitate this healing for me. In some cases, you can just let them know that you prayed for healing for them. And when they're ready to receive it, that they can ask their higher power to receive that healing. So it's a few different ways that you can let them know that you've left a healing for them, okay? Or that we have left a healing for them. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to close your eyes, and again, just place your hand over your heart. And I would like you to visualize, intend, or imagine your friend or family member or yourself in that beautiful healing space of the 7th plane of existence. That pearl essence white light of all that is, where we walked up initially, okay? Source, creator of all that is, it is commanded that the friend, family member, or ourselves that we would like to facilitate healing for, would like you to give healing to, we imagine them. You can name that person for Source. It is commanded that healing be left for this friend, family member, or myself at the 7th plane of existence for my highest and best, and in the highest and best way. It is done, it is done, it is done. Imagine, intend, or visualize the healing white light from the 7th plane of existence being poured into the physical body and all of the cells of the person you've asked to receive this healing. Imagine that Source knows exactly where this healing should go in the physical body. And if you are asking to receive this healing for yourself, ask Source to guide this healing light to locations where you know there may be an issue, where you think there may be an issue, or if you have no idea and just want to receive general healing yourself, just ask Source to guide this healing light into your physical being, any location that Source knows needs some extra healing right now. For your highest and best, and the highest and best of all, it is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you. And what I'd like you to do is visualize, intend, or imagine that Source is expanding this healing energy out 6 feet out from your friend, your family member, or yourself. Repairing things, anything in the energy field that Source knows needs to be repaired. For your highest and best, and for the highest and best of all, it is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you. Now, again, I'll repeat. We've left this healing through Source for your friend, your family member, or yourself. And if you have asked Source to facilitate this healing on yourself today, you've given permission. So it is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you. And we've already talked about how you can let your family member know or your friend know how to receive this healing when they're ready, if they choose, and of their own free will. Okay? So asking permission. I'm going to have a Source go ahead and just download some additional unconditional love into your physical space and your energy field for your highest and best and in the highest and best way. And I'd like to do just another quick exercise. And again, you'll have a recording of this, so you can do this for as many people as you need to when you watch the recording. So we're going to just release resentment and forgive. So one person. And so I want you to visualize someone that you are feeling resentful towards. This may be a person, or this may actually be an industry, if you will. Maybe, I'll give you an example for me, maybe the healthcare system. So, in the past, when I was actively healing through disease, I had resentment towards the Western medicine healthcare system. And the reason is because I was having to be treated by alternative medicine providers. Western medicine couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. So I had resentment, I was holding grudges, and I needed to forgive. So that is an example of, say, an industry that you might feel resentful towards. For the sake of ease, you might want to pick a person. a person you're holding resentment towards, a person you might be holding a grudge towards, and a person that you might need to forgive. And I'm not sure where the quote comes from, and I apologize, but um, forgiveness sticks into our energy field. And in me, what it feels like when I am unforgiving of someone, including myself, so this person that you choose to forgive today and that you may be holding resentment against today, it may be your own body, it may be you. And what it feels like when I'm holding resentment, or what it feels like when I am not forgiving someone, is I just feel heavy in my energy field. My central nervous system may feel like it's on fire. It feels like it's buzzing, but in a negative way. And again, I may feel that in my gut. I may feel that anger and that kind of like, oh, that just kind of moment of, I don't, I resent that thing, or I resent that person, or I resent myself for this. And so, you know what I'm talking about. You know how it feels in your body. And if you don't, that's okay. Again, you have the recording of this, and you can think about the next time you feel resentful towards someone, an industry, or yourself. Um, you can feel what that feels like in your body, and you can recognize those clues so that you can do these exercises. So right now, I want you to imagine someone you're feeling resentful towards um, at this moment. You can hold them in your mind. You could call out their name. You can even say, I resent you, and say the name. And this may be bringing up some uncomfortable feelings in your body, in your physical being. And that's okay. We know then that there's resentment attached to that person. What I like to do in a normal situation is I like to make a list of people, things, industries that I'm resentful of. And if I'm resentful, I know I also am probably holding a grudge. And I also know I probably need to forgive them. So I'm going to run you through this quickly, and you'll be able to go back and watch this again to be able to practice this some more. Because as you release resentments, as you release grudges, and as you forgive someone or something, your energy field feels calmer. And again, I don't know the quote, but it's something about drinking the poison yourself, intending to kill the other person, or intending the other person to die. That's what it's like. We need to forgive. It doesn't mean we condone the behavior, but we do want to work as often as we can on forgiving people, including ourselves, that we hold resentments for. Okay. So imagine this person right now that you're holding all of this resentment for. Even if you say, I've worked through this, if you hold that person in your mind and you feel negative changes in your body, you're still holding resentment. And I want you to say out loud, I release resentment for, and you can say the name of the person, you can say the name of the industry, or you can say yourself. I release resentment for. Source, it is commanded that you show me how and what it feels like to live my life without resentment. It is done, it is done, it is done. If you'd like to receive that download, just say yes. I release the grudge that I am holding, and say the name that you said before with resentment. I release the grudge I am holding for. Source, it is commanded that you download how and what it feels like to live my life without grudges. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you. Again, if you'd like to receive this download of your own free will, just say yes. Now, what I like to do with forgiveness, and I only have a few more minutes here, so if you'd like to learn more or you have some, deeper dive things that you need to do, you will be able to get my contact information through Nicole's website. But what I like to do with forgiveness is I like to write a letter to the person. And I keep a journal, but in this case, I like to write on something that has a spiral notebook or loose leaf paper. And I get nice and dirty. Write the letter if I'm angry, shameful, resentful, feeling rejected. I write them a letter, and it's almost like you're just pouring all of that negative energy out onto that piece of paper. Okay. And at the end of the letter, I want you to practice Ho'oponopono. So I'd like you to say thank you to that person. And I like to write, and I'm going to tell you why. So thank you, so-and-so. I forgive you, so-and-so. I'm sorry, so-and-so. I love you, so-and-so. Now, again, forgiveness does not mean that we condone the behavior, but forgiveness releases that energy from our energy field, which helps our own healing. And it also releases them, right? Because if we're holding that resentment and we're holding those grudges and we are unforgiving of that person, we are sending negative energy their way. If we release that from our energy field and from their energy field, healing can continue. Deeper and deeper healing can continue. So once you've written that letter of everything that you need to forgive for that person, and then you say, I forgive you, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry. Notice I changed the order because it doesn't really make a difference, okay? I want you to rip that page out. And if you have a wood stove or you have a fire pit in your backyard, or you have a metal can that you can burn something in outside, I want you to burn that letter and let it go. And I will tell you that this will release this energy from your field. And as you do this with more and more people or industries that you're resentful of, you're going to feel the relief from your energy field. All right, so just a couple tools for you. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to imagine yourself back up in the seventh plane of existence again. I want you to imagine almost this waterfall of energy rinsing you off from this session that we've been in. I want you to imagine that energy capsule coming back up around you, going down through that pink cloud of compassion, back through the universal laws, that beautiful rainbow cloud, and back through the white lights, the dark spaces, the white lights, the dark spaces. You should be able to visualize Earth from now. And I want you to imagine coming back in through the top of your head. Imagine that ball going down, out through the bottom of your feet, rolling around in that beautiful Earth energy, coming back up into your heart, and you can let that energy capsule fade away, and you're back here on Earth. I want to thank you all for joining me today. Again, my name is Kirty Lindgren. Thank you for joining us for the 12-hour day of collective healing. And we'll be moving on to the next healer. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.